What's up, guys? Bitcoin Bandit back again. Uh, and again, I want to offer my apologies because I freaking hate vertical. But for now, this is the only means I have to hold my phone. I prop it up against my car. But I just wanted to talk about, a subject I've been reading up on recently. Latest developments, global news. Um, Bill and Melinda Gates recently got a divorce, or they're planning on getting one, and that was the story came out on Twitter. They just closed it on their Twitter accounts, and the media picked it up, and now it's trending. But it made me get to thinking about just everything else going on in the world right now. It comes at a really odd time when you think about the optics of it, because uh, they run one of the most philanthropic organizations in the world. That's very prominent, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which is heavily involved in providing healthcare to third world and underserved countries, and especially in vaccines. And he's even on record saying that he's made record profits in the pharmaceutical industry. Him being a champion of vaccination, a spokesperson for it. So it just seems, they've been on the news and media run just like crazy last year. But there was a story I read about, and I remember this. There was an energy company in Texas called Enron, and there was a big debacle, scandal, because a lot of the executives went to prison for basically gambling with shareholders' funds, except for one executive. He managed to skate by with a slap on the wrist because I believe Lou Powell, whatever his name was, 3 months before all that info came out, he divorced his wife, and she laid claim to half his assets, and he was forced to sell his position. Now, normally when CEOs sell large chunks of their stocks, it drives the stock price down because this information gets out, and people assume, the CEO knows something that we don't. But by him divorcing, he was able to sell a large portion of his stock. Well, technically, he had to give it to his wife. And then once the courts and all that was over, the guy remarried his wife and got half his assets back. And that's crazy when you think about it. Now, billionaires can play by a different set of rules than us normal people. Bill Gates, all over the news last year, record-breaking profits in the Bill and Melinda. Well, it's non-profit, but they had record-breaking profits in the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and now him and his wife of 30 years are getting divorced of all times while we're still in this pandemic. It gets the noggin jogging, so to speak. Now, we have high inflation. I'm not an economist. I don't tout myself as any expert on this. I'm just a layman, but I dibble and dabble, and a lot of people don't realize, and the stat may have been updated even higher, but 34% of all U.S. money in circulation was printed last year alone, just from those two CARE Acts of 1.4 and 1.3 trillion dollars. Interest rates are, the interest rates are super low in the housing market, and you know, uh, the Federal Reserve is asking to borrow another 1.3 trillion dollars. Inflation is really running rampant. You don't see it until you go to the gas pump and you go to the grocery store. Prices are going up, but the volume of the product we're getting is going down. The military sector and the prison industrial complex, record-breaking profits. Tech, record-breaking profits, but other sectors in the economy have suffered heavily. Hell, labor is in short supply. Most people opt to stay at home and on unemployment than to go to work, and small businesses have been hurt the most. We got the Paycheck Protection program, just loaning out large amounts of money to people for any business if you get approved. And on top of that, home prices are through the roof because lumber is up almost 300%. The cost to build a new home is like an additional $30,000 to $60,000 than what it was last year or in previous years. Crypto is booming. The stock market was doing like the gilded 20s. It got to the end. So it makes you wonder, what do these people know that we don't? say that it was some type of a asset protection strategy. You know, a crash is coming. And, you know, this isn't going to be any type of normal crash. Just entertain the idea if it does come. This is going to be pretty severe. You know, the airline industry, the retail industry, the service industry, all of these industries are in dire straits, worldwide. You know, with these lockdown measures. You know, in history past, you know, the people hurt the most are the regular people like you and me. You know, people with millions, if not billions, of dollars in liquid capital, where they have cash on hand, which they will have. Say like they sell everything, everybody's selling, and you buy it up. You buy it up because the price is shooting up. Like my crypto account is doing amazing. Once you buy those things, those stocks, those bonds, those securities, and then it tanks, who's left holding the bag? The people who sow, they have the capital. Then you're forced to sell things like homes, land, businesses, your other stocks. They buy it up for pennies on the dollar. You know, when there's blood in the streets, as Warren Buffett says, you know, that's when you buy, not when it's good. That's called wealth reallocation. Transfer of wealth. Transfer from the bottom to the top. And then once the economy recovers, which it always does, it's cyclic, they own more and more than they did previously. And you own less and less and less. The good times can't last forever. Where is all this going? I don't know. Just you just gotta keep on the lookout. Things might be getting tight. You might have to make plans to invest, protect yourself. Diversification is a great hedge against bad economic times. I'm not saying that's coming, but the way it's looking, this is gonna be a doozy. Even more than 2008. And I was in middle school then. I even remember that. I've always been interested in the economy, but something's coming, man. I don't really know how to prepare. Buy land. Housing prices are going up like crazy. Damn near unaffordable. Gas is going up. Cost of groceries is going up. Where is all this coming? I don't know. I'm gonna do a little bit more research, and I'll get back to you. And I know there's more well-informed people with opinions than I, but heck, this is my channel, and these are topics I'm interested in. I don't know. If there's anybody watching, just let me know what you think. But like I said, check into that Enron story. I'll try to put some links below. I don't know. Come up with your own conclusions, but something smells pretty fishy to me. Anyway, this is the Bitcoin Bandit from my car, and I don't know. I'll talk to you guys next time.